people, only the smartest people, have hit that subscribe button, and they rang that bell, and they turned on all notifications so they can be part of the hottest Supreme Commander 2 action that this channel has to offer. Guys, seriously, I am so close to 2,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed by now, please do it, because that would really help me out. I should hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of this month, January 2021. So anyhow, guys, my band also released a new single in December. Click the link down below to check that out. My band's called Black It Out. Also, this is a 2v2 from a tournament that Nite Misfortune hosted. He didn't cast it. I think he's in this game, but that's why Spiff and I casted it on Spiff's Orange Bowl channel, so check that out if you will. Anyhow, the map is Fields of Isis, and of course, it is a 2v2 map. So let's see who the players are. We got Soul Ripper spawning in as the yellow Cyber Commander, dropping down what looks like, well, he has planned out a double research station opener. And his teammate, the one, the only, the man who is, you really should be subscribing to his YouTube channel and following his Twitch. It is Nite Misfortune spawning in as the purple Aeon Commander, dropping down a double air factory opener. So he's the air player. So usually standard games go one land, one air on this map. And let's see who their opponents are. We got Osmos spawning in as the orange Aeon Commander, dropping down a double air factory opener. And then we got Hope spawning in as the red Cyber Commander, dropping down a double air factory opener. My goodness, so team 1 is over here, and my cursor is going over to the left or the west, and over on the right hand side or the east is team 2. So they are both scouting, and Hope is trying to hide his air so they don't know that they're going double air. Well, unfortunately for them, Nite is going to scout that out and see it, and it is revealed that they're going double air because, well, they could see that it's an orange plane and not a red plane. Nite Misfortune Scout is going to get slaughtered, or will it make it to the safe zone? It made it to... Is it going to crash? Well, it's not on the map. Or did it die? What is going on? It's back on the map. It's back on the map. Okay. And that's a weird trick you could do in these type of games. You could go do something called off mapping. It's much harder in Supreme Commander 2. So it is now 100% confirmed that there's a double air factory. And I think while I was talking to Spiff while casting this, I was like, Osmos is going transport. Because you don't get a third engineer for no reason. I mean, there's going to be a fourth engineer, a fifth engineer, and a transport. So, yeah, there's going to be transports probably in Soul Ripper's base because he's not going air. He's got triple research. That's nice and juicy. Got a big kick me sign on that. Probably need to put an anti-air tower right about here. Might be helpful. Maybe a point defense. I don't know. Probably going to really suck here in a little bit. Yeah, Osmos is a really good player, so he's probably got an optimal build. That is going to come out really fast. They're going to soften up the ground here, make sure no engineer does this, builds an anti-air tower right there, right? So, yeah, gonna maybe bomb some things. Well, isn't it kind of fishy that they didn't destroy anything? They're not bombing anything? Isn't that a little bit fishy, guys? Why isn't he bombing anything? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you why they didn't bomb anything. There's the high damage air tower. A little late. That's probably... Yeah, that'll get done, but it won't be really in range. Yeah, they're going to drop right out here. Well outside of range of that anti-air tower. Yep, and there they are. Putting down... Well, they're not stealing what I didn't. They're not doing what I think they're going to do. Putting down a bunch of point. Oh! Structure detonate took care of that. This might be a botched drop if these don't put down a an anti-air tower. 2-point defense. There's an air fight. Well, probably won't be botched if the air units could protect them. Getting the anti-air tower would be a really good move, but nope. Those, not the most effective drops, sadly, for Osmos. Osmos really put a lot of, what would you call that? Resources into that, and it's just not going to work out. Taking out two core mass extractors, a research station, and, well, almost getting that point defense, but it loses the point defense battle there. So that drop was not as effective as it could have been. They would have just rushed in and capped everything. That would have been way more effective than that. Would have been cheaper too, because that cost them, like, what, 600 mass right there, maybe? And he only got research station and two core mass extractors. I mean, that wasn't too bad, actually, if you think about it. If you would have gotten used, that's like 2 out of 3 of the units, the engineers getting their mark, right? So that's not bad. That just cost them an extra 600 mass to do it, which isn't the worst in the world. I mean, he was really going for a long living thing here, to keep creeping in, but Soul Ripper and Nite knew how to handle that. So Nite doesn't have a very good air force right now. Well, actually, it's not too bad off. I thought that Osmos would continually be producing air units, but he's not. He's switching to ground. He's putting he's really used up a lot of his research. I mean, he had to get the Hihola, and now he has Harvogs. I don't know if Harvogs are the right answer, really, you know? A really good split by Soul Ripper, not losing more. He only lost 1 loyalist, so that was a really, really good split. So getting a fish tooth, I think that might be a little optimistic at this point. That might be a little early to get that fish tooth out. Really, Osmos should be the one putting down the point defense. Putting down a point defense here is not a bad idea. However, if a TAT missile launcher goes on either of these factories, you could just kiss it goodbye. Okay, I guess the fish tooth isn't a bad idea. Are there cobras in the mix? Yeah, there's cobras in the mix. So this isn't really well advised here. I don't know why Hope put that point defense down. I think I know why. He was hoping that his opponents weren't putting down point defense. Well, they are. A lot of point defense are getting destroyed, and Hope is taking a lot of damage. Not advisable to stick around there, Hope. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit of a lost cause here. Now, this bombing run should be able to do maybe like 2 units. Not bad, not bad. Could have been better, but that was a good split and a really good move there by Hope. Hope stopped his planes, and his opponents, well, Nite did the same thing. They stopped the planes, and it caused their opponents to be in front of them. That's the way air fights work. Usually you don't want to stop your planes. However, sometimes you do in rare instances like that where you are guaranteed to get your opponents to be in front of you. Nite taking some MML shots to make that point defense last a little bit longer. Like I said, oh, this is not a good place to be bombed. Oh my goodness! Yeah, being in the choke point and getting hit with a bombing run is absolutely detrimental to your health. So that's 2 mass extractors down for Nite. So not a bad bombing run there for Hope. Not bad at all. Got maybe 3 units there. So, 2 core mass extractors were killed by Osmos. Let's see how they're looking right now. Yeah, they're They're a lot less. I think they're about halfway, whereas the other ones are 75%. So a little bombing run, taking out another mass extractor. Nope, not a one run, not one and done, huh? There I am, just going. It's not a one and done. Okay, that got control K'd. Killing an engineer, that made things a lot easier for Hope. Probably didn't need to control K that at that moment. Yeah, there's some sucking up some delicious yummy mass. That mass, yo, that's exactly what Soul Ripper wants to be doing. Nite and Hope in a bit of an air fight here. Nite retreating. Nite getting shields on his air units, a good thing for him. In a bombing run. Those are shielded units though. Hope has, Soul Ripper has shields on his units, so this is going to be a problem for Team 2. Whereas, let me see what I'm trying to say here. Osmos spent a lot of his research points already on a Hihola and his Harvog, so he doesn't have shields yet. And I don't know what Hope is spending his research points on, because his units don't have shields on them. Now, shields on the small units are very, very strong, especially when your opponents don't have them. And Nite is going to slowly win air back. Slowly rebuilding, that's a good thing for Nite. Nite's doing the right thing there. Both players definitely don't want to get in the center here, because a quick bombing run could really spell disaster for the units. Is Hope going to go for it? Yeah, taking out a sizable chunk of those units. But Unit Detonate, I don't think Soul Ripper cares. Unit Detonate did its work and took out a decent chunk of units there. Now Hope has the... Osmos has the shield upgrade on the units. So things are going to get harder and harder for Soul Ripper here. Now, shields, they get double shields. Aeon gets double shields, and at a certain point, they're going to get teleport. What is... Oh, no! That's not good. Wow, that Unit Detonate did a lot of damage to those units' shields. A lot of those units died from a bombing run. Jump jets, that is what... Oh, that's not a good place to be bombed. But not a lot of those units died. Oh, that's not a good engagement. Flares, okay, yeah, Nite's gonna win air. Hope now has shields. It's gonna be very, very difficult. Unit Detonate is an extremely powerful ability. You just got to be careful not to detonate more of your units. Now, is that TML I see? That's just rude, Nite. Nite went TML. I don't see why not. Let's pause this. He's got how many research stations? He's got 3 research stations. So yeah, he went 4 air. 1, 2. Hope only has 4 air. Hope should be dominating air by now, but he's not. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 land factories for Osmos, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Soul Ripper. Soul Ripper's still behind on the land factory, but Unit Detonate could really even that out. Factory TML is just nasty. Taking out mass extractors from a distance could destroy air factories as well, causing air to be a big, big problem. Yeah, really, Nite could take a fight anywhere right now and probably win because of flares. Nite could be a little bit reckless about this. The Harvogs have anti-air, making them a lot more dangerous to jump jetting units, as well as Nite's Air Force. Now, Hope is... this is the problem for Hope. He's got Cybernair. Cybernair is going to be very... There's the defensive teleporting backwards, trying to bait a unit detonated. He would have detonated some of those units. If he were to detonate some of those units and he teleported backwards, that would have been a net gain for Osmos. Not a bad unit detonate. Nice teleport away from Nite's bombing run underneath the factory shield. That is all good for Osmos. That was a great move by Osmos. Nite is slowly picking off. Oh, that was a great unit detonate. And now Team 2 is saying, I'm in danger. Now, factories dying, the TML. Research stations dying from the TML. That is nice bombing run by Nite. Like I said, Team 2 is now saying, I'm in danger. They haven't built anything to counter that TML. Now that jump jet distance has been researched, as you may have seen. Harbogs and air units trying to take out these jump jetting bots to no avail. The bots are getting up there, just doing as much damage as they could to factories and jump jetting into the back of Hope's base. This is not good. Landing in structure deck. Oh, Hope control Cade. Yeah, jump jetting around. It was well and truly over. The unit loss was way too much for Hope and Osmos. And then splitting units up like that, it's incredibly powerful for Soul Ripper to do that. This was going to be a huge problem, and I don't think Hope or Osmos could have dealt with this, because Osmos had to concentrate stemming the tide of units, and Hope had to bomb these units where Nite's Fortune could easily have flown in and destroyed that Air Force, because they would have been supported by a couple of adapters, plus flares and shields make Aeon Air incredibly powerful, especially toward the end game like we just were at. You saw what happened there. And TML, that's just dirty, Nite. My goodness. Like, your opponents had no clue that this was coming, and it came, and they didn't research anti-TML. That was a huge detriment for them as well. Now, what would have made it better for Hope and Osmos is they switched roles. If Osmos was there because he's Aeon, that would have been able to match the Aeon units. And the Aeon air units getting flares, right? And if Hope went land, he would have been able to get adapters. Adapters would have been so good in this situation. Like, the Aeon Air would have had a problem with adapters, and the adapters would have been able to nullify these TAC missile launchers. So that's too bad for them, right? But very well played by Nite of Misfortune and Soul Ripper. That was really well done. Good bombing runs by Nite of Misfortune. He held on. He was losing air there, but he held on. And Soul Ripper did amazing with his land units. I mean, my goodness. He was down a factory for most of the match and even lost 2 core mass extractors very early on. They're not even fully vetted. Not even now. Yeah, I mean, that was a rough start for Team 1. Rough start, but it worked out. These TML were very, very well done. I mean, super annoying and well done. So, Game 1 goes to, who is it? Nite of Misfortune and Soul Ripper. So awesome job, guys. So yeah, like this video, subscribe. Well, anyhow, again, this is the tournament match that was done a few weeks ago, hosted by Nite of Misfortune. So seriously, subscribe to him. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite, because that helps me out, and send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com, or join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server and find hashtag replays for Still Speaks and upload it there at me, and be patient. Or you could also direct message me from any of the Discord servers that we may share. Only do one of those though. Comment down below. Say something nice about Nite on Misfortune, about his tournaments, about his YouTube channel. You know what, guys? If you made it this far, and if you want to show me you made it this far in this video, most of you haven't, comment one of Nite's videos with a kissy face and say, "From Steel Speaks." That would be hilarious. If one of you guys did that, that'd make my day. Just do that, and that'd be pretty hilarious to me. So comment down below that you're going to do that. Let me know you're going to do that. And do it to one of his videos. You know, do it to multiple of his videos, because he deserves the attention. Give him some love. Give him a kissy face, say, "From Steel Speaks." I would like that. And that's how I know you made it this far. You're telling me you're going to do it on this video, and you're going to go to Nite of Misfortune and send him a kissy face from Steel Speaks. So, yeah, do that for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, but say something positive about this video if you don't want to do that. Just comment down below. So be positive if you are going to comment, of course. You know, say something nice about the players, about the game. You know, just be cool. And if you like what I do and you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon page. Hook it up with some cash there if you want to. And I got to shout out my patrons, Alpha Hex, Novitrix, and the Iron Commander. Thank you guys so much. If you all aren't interested in a monthly subscription service, I totally understand. You could also buy some of my band's music wherever music is streamed or sold. You could also buy it for all of our music for $2.60 at bandcamp.com. So that's a suggestion there if you want to support me monetarily. If you don't want to spend any money or don't have the money, that's all good, man. Commenting my Steel Speaks video, subscribing, viewing the videos all the way to the end, or going to my band's music videos and watching those all the way to the end, commenting, liking those videos really helps me out. And also streaming my music on Spotify, my band's music on Spotify, that really helps me out. The links are in the description down below if you want to help me in another way. So all those mean a lot to me. So yeah, I'm super close to 2,000 subscribers. Help me out, guys. You could do it. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to end this now. Share with your friends, family, and foes, because you need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG. Happy